This old job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in troubled waters, Mike's where the bay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. The mic's where the page goes live again. There we go. Said things were bad and he was feeling down. I told him Thursday's on the way. Meet me in troubled waters, Mike's where the page. We'll be pouring drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase our blues away. We know that we among our friends. Little Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
And deja vu. It's BOGO Tuesday. Oh man, now look how little I am now. Now I gotta edit my damn video. My God, everything's working like crap today. Let me zoom in a little bit. See my raised stuff behind me? So we had a little bit of thunder and lightning crashed. We're getting hammered here pretty good in Oldsmar. I knew that was going to happen. I just had that hunch. As soon as I went live, it started storming. It's Stormy Tuesday. Isn't that a Allman Brothers song? Stormy Tuesday? Tuesday? I don't know, Stormy Tuesday. I had one day off. Jamie Woods, one day. And I really did have a day off. Look at these power lines I was going underneath during Ida. Yeah, it was a little scary. Not sure that was on my bucket list. And our countdown rotated. All right, let's get all this junk off of here and try it again. Good morning. Look at those boxes. I know, we got an unboxing party tomorrow night. I can't believe it. So let's go back to Hunter. He's still patiently waiting to say goodbye. So, as we were, we're back. Welcome to MWP. Well, we got things rolling again. It never fails when you're away from your PC for like 3 days. You always got to reboot. I'm telling you, if you don't use your computers, you got to reboot. Hey, what's up, Brent? Thanks, buddy. So that was my mistake for not rebooting. All right, so we'll start where we left off. All right, so I hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. We know there's a lot of folks still recovering from Ida, so we don't want to forget you all, especially down there in Louisiana. We got 400,000 still without power. So we're thinking of you guys and girls. Yeah, Linda, I know I posted a little bit about that. They had a record number of polls down. I'm going to show you that graphic crazy. More power poles were down with Ida than any other storm in Louisiana, at least by Entergy. I don't know about all the power companies, but apparently Ida had the most amount of telephone poles power poles. I guess they're called telephone poles. So, yeah. All right. So we got a little bit of rain rolling in. Timothy Weaver tarping. I know, I'm sure we got a lot of blue tarps. The story of the hurricane season are blue tarps. For sure. It will be yours, Gene Rice. Yes, we're going to talk about a little bit of that too. So big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Hopefully if you do live in Florida and you enjoyed your Labor Day weekend, hopefully you visited ABC. They are great. Florida grown, just like Mike's weather page. So if you're ever in Florida, make sure you swing by Fine Wine and Spirits there, ABC, and they'll take care of you. Don't you yawn, Louie. All right, so most of y'all know we were in the Panhandle this weekend. I'm going to talk about it for like 5 minutes, and then we'll go right into weather. Big thanks, though, to Serenity Beach Rentals. They hooked us up with a nice little beach house right on the water in Mexico Beach. Met so many amazing people. We're going to go into that, but I really want to thank Sylvia. She's part of the tourism board up there. A lot of folks know her. She was so nice to reach out and make sure we had a good weekend. So please, if you ever want to go to that area and do some vacationing, check out Serenity Beach Rentals. Shelly will have the message for that. We really had a great time. Ironically, so a little bit about Mexico Beach. So, obviously Hurricane Michael impacted a lot of towns, not just Panama. Mexico Beach got hit pretty hard. And you might remember this picture. You remember that house, the hurricane house? Well, that was in the news because look at all the, houses around it, unfortunately, were destroyed in Mexico Beach. But the hurricane house survived. And I had the most chilling moment here. So we're staying actually just to the left of this house. But look, right where we were at, there it is. The hurricane house. So when they told me that was the hurricane house, one of the locals up there, one of the vacation homeowners pointed that out, and I had goosebumps. I'm like, oh my God, I remember following the story of the hurricane house and how it survived. The only house that didn't have very significant damage. So I was that close to the hurricane house. Thought that was interesting to share. Another picture I want to show you here. Here was the house we stayed at after Michael. Obviously, they had to tear it down and renovate it, but that was a house. That was the house we were in this weekend. One of the houses destroyed in Mexico Beach, and so it had a little bit of history where we were at, and very bone chilling. That was the house we were in this weekend, totally renovated, obviously, and the town is looking great. The town has still has a ways to go. But it was really it was very eye-opening to meet the locals. Let me show you a couple pictures real quick, then we'll talk weather, I promise. So I got to meet Mike here from Killer Seafood. He is like a local superstar, and we ate food there. It was amazing. So I got to meet Mike. That was fun. He's a big fan. He gave me some stuff. I really had a good time with there. Got to meet John Coleman here. They sponsor the page from Apalachicola, and we ate at Seafood Grill in Apalachicola, and I got to hang out. It was a great little town, Apalachicola, the heart of Florida. They actually have a downtown district. We shared a lot of stories about that. That was a good time. And of course, our meet and greet went really good here at the Scallop Cove. Claire and Tyler, owners there, brought us in. Met some amazing people, local sheriff, big fan. It was really kind of freaky. There was my girls. We had an amazing time. So thank you for all the hospitality there and all the fans we got to meet. We had over 100, I bet, showed up. So that was cool. So there's my little weekend getaway. We, learned a lot about the local area. And the common theme that I got was hurricanes bring people together, and it's hard to describe what that means, but these little communities were so tightly bonded, I could tell. I mean, they shared in, disaster, but they come together. And the stories I heard about feeding, and even Apalachicola went over to help, and the sheriff there I met was going up to help Ida. So these hurricanes bring people together in a way that you can't even describe. And the second thing is they always feel forgotten, and that was a common theme that I got, was as soon as the media leaves, they have months to years of recovery, and everybody kind of forgets. So don't ever forget these little towns. Go support them, the tourism, and just remember that there's people suffering months and months and months and months and months way after the headlines switch to the next story. But yeah, there was some people there. If you guys are chiming in, look at that, Katie. That was great to meet you. Should be on YouTube, Don. Yep, I believe we are. Are we on YouTube? Shall make sure. I hope. Whitney. So yeah, a lot of cool fans. It was great to meet you guys. And let's make sure we're on YouTube, by the way, because we had a reboot. So let's make sure we are streaming live on YouTube. There we are. We are on YouTube. Look. YouTube. We're live. Yep, we're live. So to make sure. There we go. Universal Roofing Contract and our buddies here in Florida. We're streaming though. We're good. We're good. All right. So that was a great little weekend getaway, a couple days. Now we're home tracking tropics. Let's talk about what's going on in the world of tropics. We are nearing the peak of season. We actually had pizza too at that pizza joint in Mexico City Beach. Mexico City Beach. There's a couple. I heard that so many times that people think when they talked about Mexico Beach, the Mexico City, they said so many people call it Mexico City. Now I got to call it Mexico City. Jennifer's been feeding linemen all weekend. Thank you for that. We know linemen are sleeping in cots and doing what they got to do. Barbara from Bermuda, hey, you're going to get some waves tomorrow. Here's our buddy Rick Bacon. Rick met me and got us a nice little gift I'll share. I think the picture's on my phone, Rick. I'll have to share that down the road here. Don had a reboot. Larry is going the other way, which is good. Larry's going to bring some waves. I'll have to show you all that. Here's my buddy Rick. Yeah, Rick gave me my first hurricane survived alcohol. Look at that. So I'm only going to sip it during hurricanes, but that was a nice little gift too. So there we go. All right. So what do we got? All right. Let's talk tropics now. Tropics. Well, we got Larry. We got Invest 91. Larry. Let's go into it real quick. Larry is not going to hit the United States. It does not appear it's going to hit Bermuda as a direct hit. So that's good news. It is a monster. So 120 miles an hour. Big old sucker. It's went through a ton of eye wall replacements, which is why we see that big eye. A lot of people ask why we have that big eye. Why is it big eye? Like softball, good eye. It's big eye. But there we go. There's Bermuda. Larry's going to pass to the east. There's a front right now draped across the United States. You can see it on surface charts right here. This is a weakness in the atmosphere, and this is allowing our system to turn, breaking down that Bermuda high just a little bit. And some of these wind flows, because our high is being pulled into this frontal system, we're getting showers here that are pretty strong here across the upper Gulf right now currently. In fact, let's take a look at radar real quick, and then we'll show you what Larry's going to do. But there we go. This is this pretty good little action here. We got winds rolling in here ahead of that approaching front. So there's your storms bubbling coming into coastal areas today. That's live radar. Big old juicy juice right there. Look at it. Looks like Pac-Man. Let's give Pac-Man some teeth. So that's why we got a flow today. That's all ahead of that approaching front that's actually going to pull up Invest 91. All right, so Larry is a pretty strong little hurricane. Spaghetti models. I mean, this is what we got. The classic recurve. There you go. Seen that a bazillion times over the year, right? So the Bermuda's going to get a little wind, a little rain, Wednesday night might get a few squall lines. They can handle it. They're used to their houses are built like on steroids, I heard. But that's what they got. They're going to be some big waves. I'm going to show you that. Let's show you that real quick. Let's look at estimated real quick because we got folks in Bermuda. We really don't have 48 hours yet. My other 12Z probably just ran because I delayed start because Chrome crashed on me. So let's check out if we can see any radar for Bermuda. I think it might come into the picture here. I don't know if it's gonna squeak close enough here. We never really checked. No, a little too far away. But let's take a look at the NAM here. Let's see if we could get some idea because we got a lot of folks. Nope, NAM doesn't even cover Bermuda, so we're just gonna have to stick to the old school maps. We can go tropical tidbits real quick just to give you an idea here what we're going to be seeing as far as rain bands. So here we go, tropical tidbits. Here's what we got to give you an idea. I'll point you where Bermuda's at. This is tropical tidbits, and as our storm approaches somewhere, what the hell day? Thursday. It's so hard to see. I can't even see Bermuda. Oh God. Oh, it's right there, but you won't be able to see it. Oh, that's not good. I can't see Bermuda. Bermuda, where are you? Where are you, Bermuda? All right. Well, this is your rain map. It's kind of showing you. So you're going to get a few squall lines. I guess we can look one more time here. Bermuda's such a small little island, you can't even see it on the maps. And there's people that live in Bermuda, by the way. People all the time are like, quit calling these fish storms. They're not fish storms. So there you go. I mean, so what is the coordinates on Bermuda? Coordinates. This is what we got to do because I got to get this out of my system. It's 3265. All right. So let's go back. 32. Here we go. I'm sure I thought that was it right there. Oh hell, it's not even in the screen. That's why. So you might not get any rain bands because 65. You're over here somewhere. That's why. Because you weren't in the screen. There you go. This is a little better. This is the GFS. So I hope you like my professional weather broadcast. But anyway, there's Bermuda, right here. So Wednesday night into Thursday morning, you might get some passing rain showers. How about that? Yeah, frying pan, Kristen. Yep. That's a pretty cool camera. But we got some big waves coming. Let's show you this now. This is pretty interesting. So this map, this is a real map. I got it on my site all the time. This is a Noaa Map. 43 foot right now, seas. Now these are significant wave height. The average height of the highest 1/3 of the waves. So that's only a third of that. That's the average height of the highest 1/3 of the waves. So 43 is the minimum. We have even higher waves than that. And these are going to stretch all the way to, let me close some windows out. These are going to stretch all the way to the East Coast. And this is kind of interesting to a lot of people because it's getting kind of wavy down on the East Coast right now. And down the Bahamas. Let's just take a look at that real quick. This is kind of neat to see the waves rolling in as they come by. But you know, they're predicting maximum wave height in the 85-foot range. 85 foot. This is the major hurricane. So it's it's producing a lot of ace, a lot of energy, creates a lot of waves. What's up, Chris Hargis? Jennifer, I'm not always professional. Yeah, Chris, Bermuda's just a speck. I used to call these storms fish storms too, until I realized that there were people that lived on Bermuda. But 80 foot, 85 foot. Can you imagine what that feels like in a boat? I guarantee you if you follow the shipping traffic. So let's show you the shipping map here in a second. But look at, all right, so look, this is cool. All right, so here's today, right? You don't see them yet on the East Coast. Look at tonight. Let's go tomorrow morning. You're starting to feel it. Look, you're starting to feel it. 7-8 foot waves. Go into Thursday morning. Really starting to feel it. So any surfers out there, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, man, it surfs up, dude. Big time. Across everybody along Maine, even up into New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, down in the Bahamas. This is Thursday morning. Friday morning, we even got more. Friday morning, we got creeping up in the 12, 14, 16 foot waves. So it's going to get extremely choppy along the East Coast Friday morning. Same spots that we're already dealing with other tropical mess. And there you go, pass by. Really getting windy Saturday morning. So there you go. Let's take a look at the maritime map. If I can find the damn thing somewhere on my site. I got a live maritime map somewhere. I don't even know where I keep this stupid thing. Should be over here somewhere. Oh, live marine traffic map. There it is. It's right here, by the way, so you don't have to do what I just did. It's right there. Live marine traffic map. So these are neat because look, it'll basically show you where the storm's at by the lack of traffic. So why am I not getting the bottom here? But anyway, let's refresh it. Nope, that's on their end. But there's a big hole right here. This is obviously where our storm's at, right here, as we have no traffic. So it's kind of neat to watch watch the ships navigate. Oh, that ain't it. There's Bermuda. What am I talking about? It's right here. Bigger hole. There it is. What the hell am I doing? So scratch that last 30 seconds. I thought I was looking at the right spot. It's right there. There's our hurricane. And it's always fun to watch the ships go around storms. So Bermuda's right around here. And there's our big old hole in the Atlantic where our storm's at. So you can watch it on that. So there you go. All right, so we got waves, we got that. So that's about it. Enough of that. All right, so let's talk about what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, according to NHC, nothing. They have trickery. They got weird language going on. I think they're a day behind right now. Yes, David. Yes. I'll show you that. So so the waves in the Gulf of Mexico is this energy coming up right now, which we're going to talk about right now. We're talking all about this right now. But so the NHC, I think, is a day behind because if you read their text, it's expected to move northeast over the Gulf the next couple of days. Then it says forecast conditions will be for some development as it nears the Gulf Coast on Wednesday and Wednesday night. That's not a couple days, it's one day. So the system is expected to move northeast of the Central Gulf the next couple of days. I guess today and tomorrow could be a couple of days. I don't know, maybe that's it. But what I'm getting at is it's going to reach the upper Gulf tomorrow. So I'm going to show you rain maps. Everything's coming more tomorrow. All this blob is going to be more tomorrow rains and a little bit of Thursday rains. So everybody's worried about timing in the weekend. Now, there are some models that are showing that this is going to follow Larry. Remember, Larry's out here. So let's say Wednesday here sometime tomorrow. Larry's going to be over here sometime. And, this could just follow Larry on out of here as we have a frontal boundary that's going to pick it up. So 30% chance. That just means 30% chance it might develop. Now that could mean 30% on the other side, not just Gulf side. They're saying 30% maybe over here. So I wouldn't worry about it. Bottom line right now, don't worry about it. If you got outdoor plans, yeah, tomorrow into Thursday. So, I guess the theme has been, now that we had a really bad hurricane like Ida, everybody sees this and gets all worked up. I heard it a lot of times. What about that thing that's coming next week? Well, right now I don't see anything. So the only thing we will say, let's go to weather nerds. So we do have this though. So we're going against the models, right? We're going to go against the NHC saying conditions aren't favorable today. Because what I'm looking at, there is a little bit of favorable conditions today for this thing to maybe develop. We got some upper level winds coming in from the west, but overall shear is reducing pretty quick. So this is the current look. This is bubble, bubble, bubble. This is down there in the middle of the Gulf. Keep an eye on it, okay? Mark Anthony, what's a month worse for hurricanes? Well, lately it's been September and October. What's up, Greg Montgomery? What's up, buddy? Furman. Farm generators. Got some North Carolina folk. Sooner or later, I'll be making my trip up there for you guys. I know you don't want me to, but how mile wide is Larry, Susan? I will take a look at it a little bit. So we're keeping our eye on Invest 91. All right. Looks kind of suspicious a little bit. Not like hurricane, like Category 5 hurricane, trust me. But it looks like it's trying to get developed. It's got a little spin. It has some really good mid-level spin. It's getting some good convection burst this morning. So I'm keeping my eye on it. We know how these Gulf blobs can surprise us. So a couple things. The old school shear map. These have been around a bazillion years. Shear is pretty much non-existent in the Gulf right now. So there's one favorable factor if this thing was trying to organize today. So there's zero shear showing up in the Gulf. Shear tendency map. Lots of green. This is where we're looking at. This is Florida. This is our basic area right here. We do have some upper level winds coming in from the west a little bit, I guess, but it's got low shear. Water temps didn't really get bothered too much. Let's take a look at the NASA map. We haven't looked at it because we were gone a couple days. Let's see if it's showing up. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. So there's our anomaly map, which is kind of neat. This is cool, man. That's awesome. So that's a little bit of Fred and a lot of Ida left over, and that cooled the waters down in the Gulf pretty much. Look at that. That's crazy, man. This is an anomaly map. This shows you on average. Now this is going to warm up quick. Trust me. It's summertime. It's freaking hotter than Hades out there. I remember we all learned Hades last week. But it's hot. But right now the water's cool. That's really cool because it shows you how the water cooled pretty down significantly from Ida. Our big, loop current I'm going to show you. Now, this is sea surface temperature. And it's still hot, 29.7. So it's tricky. Like, you can't show the anomaly map where it's blue and think, oh my God, the Gulf's cold. There's an iceberg. It's just cooler than normal. So it might be like a degree cooler. It's still hotter than heck, 29 degrees. But it is neat to see that the water cooled down a little bit from Ida. It churned up the water. The loop current situation, it got all messed up last week. Oh, we got a real, whoa. I always do that. There's the loop. So it finally broke off. Look. We've been waiting all year for this little guy to do this. It looked like it finally broke off here. We might have a real spinner out here in the Gulf. Still hot water, unfortunately. It's, it'll feed any tropical system that forms. But it did get all shook up. Cue the Elvis music. Michelle, I don't have a choice in Celsius. What are you talking about? I don't even know what Celsius is. I am a Celsius guy. Celsius drink. I'm not a Celsius guy or kilometer guy. I don't think you have a choice on this. I don't think so. Now you got me conscious here. Data. Oh, I don't have a choice. Maybe I can. Settings. Ah! Because of you, I've learned something new. Look at that. I learned something new, Michelle. 80. Look at that. Man, I didn't even know that you could do that. Drunk Donkey. That's what I chalked one up today. Learned something new. There you go. 85 degrees. So there you go. 87, 85. Still hot though. 85. All right. So there's that. So let's look at spaghetti models. These are kind of fresh. We'll just pull up tropical tidbits. If this thing were to try to do anything, the general flow is this because we have this frontal boundary. The overall atmosphere is pulling anything that direction. So that's that. Kind of been very consistent with this flow. Nothing really showing up on the models yet. Let's take a look at all the big dog models and see what we got. That's why we're going to be watching this in real time because it looks like it's trying to be a little something. Here's the latest GFS. Very, very, very. I mean, so we can go to the rain. So, all right. So here's tomorrow morning. Look, blob of rain, little bit down here. Wednesday more midday. Big old sloppy mess into pretty much everybody in the southeast. This is Thursday morning, and then maybe by Friday morning, a little bitty shot of something as it follows Larry. You know, we've been still watching another wave come across here. That I don't know if you guys follow Twitter, but they talk a lot about PV spinners that come off the tails of larger tropical cyclones, and that's some theory what that could be. But anyway, that's our spot we were looking at yesterday. But it's just so weak. I don't really want to. I mean, we could kind of talk about it. This is this weekend, but it's going into Mexico now. But as far as the Gulf, here we go. Here's tomorrow morning, a little bit of juice, right? Kind of misses Louisiana, which is good. And there's our blob of rain, kind of tied into. It's all tied into a front, you know. And when you have a front, you have a lot of shear. Doris, yes, nothing too severe. So that, you know, CMC weak, GFS weak, long range, not really showing much, affecting at least this viewing area. A little bit of shot of a wave here coming in, possibly, you know, this would be Sunday. You know, that keeps it down in Mexico. GFS kind of shows the same thing in the Mexico, lower Texas, but man, just not a lot of signature on that. And then the euro, 10 days, nothing. Now the euro is the only one really showing any sort of possible spin up. Now that's very weak. This is Wednesday night, tomorrow. Very, very, very weak signature. 1,008 when it gets over the Gulf Stream, and then it maybe develops it out here, but 1,008. But you see the general idea. It's going to end up doing that likely, and you know, according to the models. And the icon, so we're watching for any chance of spin up. Nothing. Maybe the weekend, little low pressure down here, like the GFS and CMC. But that's, you know, going into next weekend. Hey, listen, we're nearing peak season, man, and it looks quiet right now. We're in this weird little lull. This is all Larry, by the way, curving away. But even the Navy is very aggressive, isn't showing anything. So, all right, so enough of the models aren't showing anything really developing. So we're going back to real-time stuff. You know, there's low shear. This is back to Weather Nerds. We got some pretty decent convection firing up over this stuff. It's got spinach. You can see it clear as day. That's mid-level, but it doesn't take long sometimes for this to work down to the surface. When you have convection and no shear, that's when we get stacking. So very evident of spinach going on down there, but only 30% NEC, so don't worry. Not yet, but still bubbling away, I'm telling you. Give me something to watch. Welcome home present, I guess. Oh shit, here goes lightning. I heard it. I saw it. I actually heard a spark. That's what I thought it was going to be. So 850. All right, so we got nothing. 850. You know, here's what we're looking at. You know, I mean, this is all where it's trying to get going. 500 is the only one that's really got anything. So just a blob right now. That's why we have a shirt. We have a shirt for blobs and spinach. Last year we made a shirt because we were watching blobs and spinach. Here's the story of our shirt. It's a funny story. Because we watch blobs and spinach, and that's what we're doing right now. We're 100% going back to this, the golf. We have blobs and spinach, and if you look at that little graphic, it kind of looks like what we were just looking at. See the shirt? Look. It's completely the same thing. Let's pull it up. See what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to make it smaller, and then we're going to show the blob and spinach map and show how we could possibly be seeing my shirt. Come on. Look at. So there you go. Just like the shirt says, we're watching blobs and spinach. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. That was future. The attack of the blobs, Derek. Spinach. So I'm going to show you all the rain maps here in a second. What's up, Dale Kindberg? Hey, man, what about that Rays game? Where's my buddy Eric at? Holy crap. So I was so excited. So yesterday we were driving home. We were in the Big Bend area, Chiefland, Cross City. Started picking up 620, man, and I was so excited. I love listening to radio on AM. I love listening to static, the lightning, you know. But I got to listen to the guys on 620 and listen to that Rays game coming home, and it was so exciting to come back and win in the 10th. Yeah, so. Oh, man. All right, so let's keep talking. Hey, did I tell you the most craziest moment had to be this weekend when we went out, and her name was Susan. She was wearing our shirt. I absolutely freaked me out. Right here. That is crazy. That's so. We had a real life Conehead at the bar, and I think I ordered two. Susan, if you're listening, I don't think I paid for 2 beers. I think I got wrapped up in the moment. Oh man. Anyway, all right. So it is Tuesday, by the way. It's crazy. So let's look at the rain maps. Oh God, I gotta show you one more thing. I got this funny little picture I gotta show you. Because I'm looking right at it. Remember last week we talked about cleaning out Emily's fish tank, right? See that? It is almost time for Halloween. But this was another funny picture here that I had to share. If I can ever find it. I think I just shared it actually. I don't know. Oh, I get late night shenanigans start posting too much non-weather, but here it was. There it is. This was at the Lookout Lounge. That's for Susan. But look, this was hilarious. I didn't even notice this until last night. But look what's behind me. I can't make it any bigger. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at. No. What are the chances? That above my head. So I got a real. Look, I almost got the same mouth. Look at that. I just got to get a little hat for him. Crazy. All right, let's look at rain from Invest 91. Because right now it's a rain thing. All right, so let's look at 24-hour rains. We'll look at the WPC page first, and then we'll go into more other ones. Here's 24-hour precip. All right. Whoa. I hate this. Man, what the hell? They got to darken these lines up. Man, it's terrible. Can't even see the freaking state. Ugh. Yuck. Well, if I'm going to show it to you. All right, well, here's Florida. Just to give you an idea, there's Florida. And here's Louisiana. We'll just leave these two up. And everybody else can kind of know where you're at. So, visually, look at that. Here's your rains today, right? As it's raining hard. Tomorrow rains. That's a little easier to see. So tomorrow rains. Look, only a little bit in Louisiana, a little bit in Mississippi, a little bit in Alabama, but look at the Panhandle. This is the Panhandle, down almost me. So tomorrow, the big blob goes northeast, and the big rains invade the Panhandle, the Big Bend area, and a little bit of Central Florida tomorrow. Now you go into Thursday, little lingering. Friday, almost gone. And that's more frontal juice leftovers. We got a front just kind of hanging out. Now, another little interesting feature here. I didn't think about this, but look, sometimes these little fronts can spawn something in the tropics. None of it's really showing, but if you were to look at areas to possibly see, and it's raining hard now, but sometimes these lingering fronts. So let's go to Friday. Saturday. So here's Saturday. But sometimes we get these lingering fronts because it's been lingering for days, and we can go to the surface charts and see it. So here it is. Look, this is Friday. Look, still hanging out. Saturday hanging out. Sunday hanging out. So sometimes these little guys can leave behind a little bit of moisture out here and get something going, but they also have a lot of shear in the short term, so just kind of keep an eye on that. I guess that could be a sneaky little surprise, but nothing's showing in the tropics on that. So we got another flood potential tomorrow, by the way. Listen, need to point this out. This is not good. This is tomorrow, so if you know anybody in the Northeast, some of the same areas that were hit hard with Ida, got a flood chance tomorrow. This is tomorrow. We also have Storm Prediction Center chances up tomorrow for that area. We got yellow now. We did have yellow. Now we don't. It's green. But there's tomorrow, and strong to severe thunderstorms across New England tomorrow. Actually, I probably was looking at this today. There's our frontal area coming down. So right now the atmosphere is very messy. Very messy. Let's look at some ensembles, long range. But man, you look. We're talking a peak of season here, and we really have nothing solid right now, which is good. We just had Ida, so we're not obviously wishing for any storms ever, but we're nearing September 10th. Statistically is the peak this week. But it can extend all the way into middle October here, and as we've seen last year with the La Nina coming down, I think we just saw it last week, but La Nina is I thought I heard Sarah singing, but it's the dog snoring. Here's your weekly status out. Well, I don't know if that's what I want. But anyway, we're still expected to be La Nina toward the end of the season, right here. And we'll just leave it right here. Boom, we'll just kind of like keep it right there. So blue is La Nina. It's expected to be peaking through the month of September. This is October. So October, and then even November here La Nina. So last year we had a lot of late season systems. We had systems in MJO. We'll take a look at that. I think we're in a little kind of a neutral enhanced stage right now. But as we enter, La Nina toward the end of the season, it enables a little bit more tropical activity. So I suspect our peak will still extend past the normal peak as we have our El Nino influence here, which means this. La Nina, more hurricanes due to weaker vertical wind shear and less trade winds. And that vertical wind shear was a big factor on Ida strengthening. Here's one MJR chart. We're kind of in an enhanced stage. It's kind of always neutral this time of year, but we are in a, more of an uptick here for favorable MJO. The vertical shear map, or vertical velocity map, is that what they call it? Velocity potential map. Kind of weak right now. Remember, it was dark green with Ida. That was a big influencer on Ida. They're going to probably find out because it really strengthened, obviously, and it punched way past landfall inland. Everything we thought it was going to do, it did. It stayed pretty strong hurricane way past landfall. So, shit, Chris, I know. Listen. I wish you could hear it. It's like a faint little, but it was great meeting everybody. The dogs had a great time. The dog is really snoring crazy. So we're gonna watch this today. Bubble, 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 bubble. Right? Yeah, you never know. I mean, basic motion is this. So. It's got a day, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, it should be up towards the Panhandle. So we'll just watch it, man. The thing that's got me intrigued, it's got very light shear down there. And that, usually means that we could see something. Now, the Gulf was kind of moist. Let's take a look at that. Gulf has got some juice out there. Middle level. I always like the middle level water vapor maps, but there you go. So it's got got moisture. Got the MJO. Got a little bit of shear coming over from wrapping around here. Kind of like this, pushing that flow this way. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Takes time for these things to consolidate, though. They just don't turn into systems that fast. They take time. Another good map here, Gulf pressures. It goes to Bay News 9 tropical page, but there's a Gulf pressure map. Sometimes you can watch in real time. Pressures dropping or where they're at. Tropical potential map. Tells you the worst case scenario or the worst possible storm you can get, the strongest storm you could possibly get. The Gulf can promote an 880 millibar system right now, and it can have a category 7. So, based on current conditions, there's the Gulf is ripe right now. So we got we got a couple of charts here, a little bit of formation map. I didn't see that one yet. Let's take a look at this one up here. Man, it's raining hard. I hope I shut the garage. Nothing really popping in the Gulf here. Of course, all kinds of long range maps. I guess we can look at that. There's still modeling, obviously, showing waves coming in off of Africa. We'll take a look at that. I mean, any model this time of year is going to say there could be a wave off Africa in 10 days. That's because it's freaking peak of season. And look at this. We got heat advisories up for Louisiana again. This sucks. They had a bunch last week. So we got a heat advisory again for pretty much everywhere freaking Ida hit. I mean, literally almost everybody that Ida hit is under heat advisory today. That's not good. Shelly, get a smart garage. I do. We got a smart garage. Hey, from Mexico Beach, Kathy. Oh, that's all right. Hey, I love your city, by the way. I can't wait to go back again. Oh, Kathy, I appreciate that. It really was great to meet some fans up there. Look, we even had Hurricane Hunter. This was from Killer Seafood. Look at that. I gave them all some beer. Look at that. So Hurricane Hunter was hanging out at Killer Seafood. But look, Shelly, I do got a smart garage. Look. Watch. See? It says it's shut. I just forgot that I had it. Hot as hell in Slidell. I know, Brent. Oh, you're out there working, buddy? Bob, well, this is the time of the year, Bob, that the fronts start coming in, man, and they break down that high pressure system, you know. So, man, I don't know. You know, we're getting into the season now that these fronts never really disappeared. So as long as we keep getting these fronts come down, then there's going to be chances of recurves for the Atlantic season. Let's look at the current outage map, by the way. I think it's 400,000, which means they're working their booties off. 423 right now is the current outages. 423,000 customers. Now that could be houses. That's deceiving. You got a house of 5. If the average customer's got 2 people in there, then it's 800,000 people dealing with no power. But yeah, Chris. So the reason I got the smart garage was for some reason our cheesy ass little Genie garage door opener decided the signal started getting weak. So then I bought 2 remotes off of Amazon, and you know, I was like, you know, I'm out there. I'm that Goonie guy in the middle of the night trying to get the garage. So then we got the smart thing. I got it all working, and now the stupid things, the remotes work perfectly. So Percy just got power. Hey, good for you, man. But there you go. There's our current power. 423,000. That's quite a bit. Linda, you're on a cruise ship headed to St. Thomas. Well, hopefully you're on the west side going around it. What's up, John Ferguson? 8 generators in Miami. That storm, well, it would be, it could be Mindy, Jeffrey. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, if that thing, if that storm in the Gulf, it only has a day and a half. You know, there's probably more chance that this thing gets over the Gulf Stream and has a little shot, possibly. But right now, the old models are saying no. But this, to me, we always watch things in real time, and right now it's just a big convective blob, but very interesting. Very interesting. Got a little spinach. Keep me intrigued here with a little bit of spinach here. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think the chances are going to go up at 2:00. Hey, Janie up in Arkansas. I got buddies that live in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And this is where I was last week, by the way. Let's take a little tour. So I know the area is so awesome now. I'm like a local resident, man. I even know where the Piggly Wiggly is in Port St. Joe. So we camped out here in Mexico Beach. Here's our little house. We were down here in the end, 39th Street, I think. One thing about the Google Maps, too. Check this out. So Google Maps was taken right after Michael. And look at these debris fields. All these houses here that were washed up, all the debris that, unfortunately, you know, in these canals, just everywhere. So this Google Map doesn't do the city any justice at all. But it does give you an idea what it used to look like. But we went to Crazy Beach Pizza. That was interesting, little fun times. There's our buddy Mike, Killer Seafood. We went there. The Lookout Lounge somewhere down here that we went to. But so there's Port St. Joe. There's our buddy. So we went to the festival down there. I had a really good festival. It was great. Got a story on the lighthouse, which was really cool. Then there's our little road down to there's our Piggly Wiggly. And then our buddy Tyler's Scouts Cove here. We made a turn around the Cape here, and then we went out this way. This is the secret area. Nobody wants me to tell. None of the locals want me to tell you about this little area because it's unknown. The 2 time zones was hilarious, Rick. Oh yeah, you warned me about that. But yeah, it was a good little ride. And what was I gonna do otherwise? I forget now. I don't know. Oh, anyway, all right. Well, we'll just leave it right there. See what's going on. So hey, it was good little chat today. Don't forget, my buddy Greg and I and Shelly will be on the Drunk Donkey cruise coming up in March. More than ever, I'm more excited than ever because March is no hurricanes. 7 days on a brand new Mardi Gras out of Florida. So big thanks to ABC, Coastal Claims. Coastal Claims, listen, we've already had some fans using Coastal Claims for insurance help. And I'm telling you, Frank Dalton is great. His people love us. They're good supporters of our page. They've helped a lot of people out. So if you're needing help in the insurance world, then make sure you call Frank at Coastal Claims. Especially, unfortunately, with Ida, it's a struggle. In fact, I met a lot of the folks were still telling me stories from Michael. They still haven't got their money yet. They're still fighting with contractors. They're still fighting with their insurance companies, and that was in 2018. So man, it's important to have somebody on your side. So, but the cruise is gonna be fun. Check it out, MWP Cruise. My buddy Phil's going. The girls are going. Julie's going. Had to be kind of on good behavior. Hey Katie, cool, you going? I know, we can't wait. I got in trouble last Saturday night too, by the way. There was too many shots in the house. Julie said it was time to go. But one thing about Mexico Beach, I noticed, man, you can see stars. God, man, I brought a fire pit and sitting out there and looking up and seeing stars. We have so much light pollution here at Clearwater. You don't see that many stars. I mean, it was like, wow, man. It was like, I fell asleep. It was comfortably numb. Yeah, Dale, you got it, buddy. Chris Justice still fighting with insurance from Florence. Man, buddy, I've heard stories, man. See, Anita, I mean, yeah. So, it's real important. I think it was Whitney that told me that he just called Coastal Claims and got some help. But, all right, so listen, that's about it, man. We've been about an hour. Again, if I can't see all the chat, but if you were up there at the meet and greet, I really had a great time. I'm blown away by everybody's hospitality up that neck of the woods. So it was a very amazing trip, and it was only 3 days. Actually, it was only 2.5 days. We left Friday night and came home yesterday, but still, now we're back track of weather. So we'll keep an eye on things, right, Vicky? We'll be back live tomorrow. Watching Invest 91 in long range. Let's look real quick. Let's go to Weather Nerds because it's free. weathernerds.org. You can go here and click ECENS, Enos, like on Dukes of Hazzard. Enos. Didn't he have a crush on Daisy Duke? we all had a crush on Daisy Duke. Hey Robin, yep, 91 Central. We're gonna get a few little drizzles of rain. No, I don't think 91's gonna directly hit us as the blob of rains. So here we're gonna stop it right here. So here we go. The latest Euro ensembles. This is all 91. This is Larry. Couple lonely little guys. That's what we showed with the GFS and Canadian for the weekend, possibly. This is the Euro. And then we're just kind of looking out here as the next spot. And hard to tell. But you know this time of year we're gonna have another wave. It's 10 days away. So you know the Euro's picking up on a wave 10 days from now. Very normal. We can go to Tropical Tidbits and see his ensemble maps for the GFS. And we can see, let's go out 10 days to the 17th. And you got a few out there, but it's just nothing solid, obviously. I mean, it's this time of year, it's, you know, there's going to be a wave off Africa. It's just a matter of, you know. But this weekend, of course, as we go into the weekend, there are a few ensembles hinting low pressure, but that's still staying maybe South Texas. But you can see a couple of them in the latter part of the weekend. But it's quiet. We might have a quiet week. We're going to watch Invest 91. We got Bermuda folks getting rain, maybe a couple of rain bands tomorrow from Bermuda. Big waves across the East Coast starting tomorrow, especially into Thursday, Friday. And then Invest 91 going to bring some stormy weather up into the Gulf tomorrow. Let's take a look one more time on the visible satellite here and put it in motion. And we'll take a look at the sunlight coming on. Here you go, a little bubble. Again, 91, you know, basically kind of like this area here, going out onto the Atlantic. And could just be a rainy mess. Remember, tropical systems take a lot of time to develop. So Ida is going to fall into that same category. If it's not a 5, it was really close to a 5. But again, it was a tropical storm just a couple days out. Jeffrey, Daytona Beach, no. Maybe a couple showers tomorrow. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at future radar for tomorrow. Let's zoom in on the southeast, and we'll go by 15-minute radar. And this is the 12Z. So here we go. Here's the blob coming. This is today, 2 p.m. This is tonight. So Daytona Beach, when the west coast of Florida gets the morning showers, typically the east coast gets it later in the afternoon. So tonight you might get a couple stray showers on the east coast, as that's our pattern flow with the winds. Now tomorrow, this only goes out. We got to go regular 48 hours. So then we go to tomorrow morning. There's our frontal blobby rains, 8 a.m. tomorrow. And then really gets rainy tomorrow afternoon, noon, 1 o'clock. There's more afternoon rains tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock on the coast. So we're in that weather pattern. You know, your East Coast is going to get showers in the afternoon, later in the afternoon. Normal. But, you know, nothing. So Other than real time, if you go by models, Invest 91 is going to be a nothing burger, if that's even a word. All right, cool beans. All right. So, anything else I missed? I'm gonna sit back and drink some coffee. Don't know. It's all good. Have a great day, Dave. Boo Morris. Yeah, one day we'll talk about the East Coast again. Seems like for the last majority of tropics, the last 2 years has been we've had some systems there, but not a lot. Right. So cool, Whitney. See you, babe. Later. See you later. See you, Ozzy. Ozzy. Cheers. All right, we'll do it again tomorrow. Same place, same time, but back on time tomorrow. 9:19. No glitches tomorrow. No glitches. All right, be good. We'll see you. Bye.